Hi everyone, it is Friday afternoon right now. Zane is about to wake up from his nap any minute, but I received 2 packages from Zara, so I thought I'll quickly do an unboxing and show you guys what all I got. Let's see. First up, I have this Mickey Mouse hoodie for Jaden. That's the back of it. Such a pretty green. I love it. Next up is another green hoodie, and this is for Zane. This is how it looks like. I love when they both wear matching outfits. I think it's super cute, at least while they're little. And then I got this beige one, this beige colored one for Zane. Again, the colors are so amazing. I love them. And then same kind for Jaden. And then I picked out this t-shirt for Jaden. I love this blue shade, almost like a purple blue shade. I have this white t-shirt for Jaden, and that's how the back looks like. Beautiful colors. I have this t-shirt, Disney. Like, there you go. That's the back, that's the front, that's for Jaden. And this tiny one for Zane, not so tiny anymore. They're growing so fast. They're both growing so fast, I can't believe like where the time is going. Next up, this Dino t-shirt for Zane, and that's how the back is. And next is this sweatshirt for Zane. Black, the big Olita, the big waves. And then this black sweatshirt for Jaden. So I thought of getting, all these pieces ready in their closets. So whenever it's cooler, we have nice outfits already planned. I really love Zara's style. To me, it's like, much more affordable brand, but they are really on point with the trends that are in. So I really like it for the kids as well. And that is that. They are ready for when it starts to get cooler. I still have a few more pieces coming on, so not all the way, but we have a good start. We got a few sweatshirts, we got a few long sleeves t-shirts. Anyways, so I thought I'll do this quick little haul, and I think Zane is up, so I'm gonna go get him, and then Zane is probably gonna eat something, and then we're gonna go pick up Jaden from school. Okay. So I was making these snacks for the kids, and I thought that I will share with you all. I bought this from an Indian grocery store, and when I was growing up as a kid, I used to love having this as a snack. So it's such a good alternative instead of having chips. If you have an Indian grocery store near you, try it out. So I'll show you the packet. This is it. It's called Fryams, and it only has 3 ingredients, guys: wheat flour, starch, and iodized salt. Here, see if the camera is gonna pick up on it. And they are so delicious. I used to love it growing up as a kid. I used to eat it also, and now I have Jaden and Zane eating it too, and they love it. So this is what it looks like. That's the shape. So what you have to do is just fry it in oil, and I have some oil right here. and then they puff up like that, and that's it. It's done. It's so easy, so quick, and this is it. Have them right here, and it's super delicious. If you guys happen to have an Indian grocery store near you, go check it out. I'm sure they're gonna have this. It's this packet, Fryans. Try it out and let me know in the comment section below. What do you think? So anyways, it's super delicious and so easy to make. You just have to get some vegetable oil. That's how I make it. I just have vegetable oil. I heat it up, and then I just take a few pieces at a time. I'll say like around 9 to 10 pieces, and I just throw it in the oil, and they just kind of like puff up and they're crispy, and they're gonna look like this. How cool is that? So the kids love it. And only 3 ingredients. Hi everyone. So today I thought I'll sit down and share with you all my postpartum journey, and I just wanted to share all the different things that I have experienced. And for those of you that don't know who I am Preet, and I am a mom of 2 beautiful boys. I have a 3-year-old and a 1.5-year-old now, son. So I've been through, you know, this experience twice in my life. And I'll say that the first time ever that I was pregnant with Jaden, there were so many things that I was unaware about. And I feel like because we just never have anybody tell us those things, so we just don't know. And it's good to kind of know this information so that you can do the right things in order to see great results in your life. Be it breastfeeding, be it the different foods that we should eat to stay healthy, to stay fit, look good, feel good, so we can be great, you know, moms to our kids, and also great wives to our husband. You know, take care of our family. So I feel like it's very, very important to be educated about these things so we can do what's good and do what's right. My postpartum experience with Jaden was completely different, who was my firstborn, versus my postpartum experience with Zane, who is my secondborn. And I feel like there was a lot that I learned through my first experience, and I'm sure a lot of you have that experience as well, that if you've had more than one child, you kind of go through that experience and you figure out a better system or a better way of doing things. So that was my experience as well. I feel like I knew things better and I could do things in a better way. So one of the things that I feel like nobody talks about is diastasis recti. It's very common. A lot of women get it. It's just the body's natural way of making room for the baby. So it's your abs, like literally they're joined like this, and they just, you know, kind of separate to make room for the baby in there. And a lot of women get that. It's very normal. A lot of women do not know what to do in order to help with the healing of diastasis recti. Many times, a lot of women do not even know that they have diastasis recti. And I feel like this is something that should be talked about more, especially by the doctor, by your doctor. And that they should make you aware about this so that you can do the things that are right, which will help in the healing process. It was the same for me. I had no idea that there was something called diastasis recti. I didn't have a clue. And it was not until I did my own research that I figured out that, oh, this ab separation is a thing, and this is called diastasis recti. And there is a way to heal and bring your abs back in together, and there are things that I should avoid doing if I have diastasis recti. Now let's go over some of the things that you shouldn't do when you have diastasis recti. One of the things, for instance, when you get up, even from a chair Or even when you are laying down in bed, don't just use your abs and get up. Always roll to your side, use the support from your hands, and then get up, so that you don't put pressure on the diastasis recti. And you don't want to worsen it. You want to take every measure to make sure that you are not making your diastasis recti worse. So let's go over the next thing. So the next thing is, for instance, when you go over to pick up your baby, don't just reach down and pick up your baby. Squat down and you can lift your baby up, or you can lunge down. You can do a lunge and you can lift your baby up, so that again, you are not putting pressure on your abdomen and worsening the diastasis recti. You don't want to do that. Next, let's talk about the healing of diastasis recti. There are few exercises that you can do which will help in the healing of diastasis recti, and there are a few videos that I will link in the description box below that you can follow. All these movements are going to be very easy movements that are going to be very gentle on the body, and that's what we want to focus on. We do not want to do the regular sit-ups and crunches like everybody else in order to get your abs back together. You want to focus on exercises that are specifically designed for healing the diastasis recti, and we want to focus on doing that. Now, if you are going to the gym or you're working out somewhere else, like the Pilates class, which is what I do, even there you want to make sure that you don't do certain exercises which will put stress on your diastasis recti. One of those exercises is planks, for instance. If your abdomen is not strong, you see that there's kind of like a doming happening on your belly area, that means that you are not really able to contract and hold your stomach. So you should avoid doing that exercise, and until you have healed your diastasis recti and you have better control over your stomach. Any exercise that you do, really focus on contracting and really holding your stomach in. When you breathe in and you breathe out, you contract your stomach muscles and you do those different exercises. And at any point when you do a certain exercise and you can see that there is some kind of doming happening, you need to stop doing that exercise, and then you modify it into something that is easier for you to do and that doesn't cause that doming to take place. So that's one thing, because not many people even at the workout place do tell you about this. So it's very important that you know these things, so you don't go even to a Pilates class and you think, why isn't my diastasis recti healing? And I'm working out and I'm doing all these things, but why is not getting better? It's because maybe you're doing certain movements that you shouldn't be doing, and it's just worsening your diastasis recti. So just one of the easiest things is, whenever you do any exercise, if a doming is taking place around your belly area, don't do it, because you're not able to have that control to hold your stomach in and do that particular exercise. So try to modify it into something easier, and you can always tell your instructor to modify the exercise for you and try doing it that way. And something that's really important to know is that, especially as women, we go through many changes in our life, and getting pregnant and giving birth to a child is one of the biggest miracles and biggest thing that our body goes through. So it's a big change that your body is going through. But what's very important is to know that this is God's design. Our bodies were designed to do that, and they're very well capable of doing that. So this is God's beautiful design. Even if there's something that you miss on a day to do or you don't do, will not affect with the things with God's design of how things happen within your body when you're pregnant, and how the baby is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and growing inside. So now once the baby's out, getting back to your pre-pregnancy body is something that is absolutely possible. And I know there's so many different things that people talk about. There are people that say that you should just accept your body the way that it is, and some people that get truly depressed that their body is never going to be the same how it was before they had a baby. You know, so many things out in the world. What's important for us to know is that if this is God's design is perfect. There is absolutely no flaw in God's design. There are flaws in the world system. And this human flesh, yes, the human flesh is not perfect. Many imperfections are there. But in God's design, the human flesh is a masterpiece. Everything is perfection. And especially after what Jesus Christ did for us, He died for us. He did all those things for us. So now we don't have to accept the things from the world, which is the human flesh not being perfect. We don't have to live with that. We don't have to accept that. We have great hope knowing this reality. This is our truth. So don't let those things bring you down. If you have diastasis recti, you have loose skin on your belly, you have, whatever, your skin doesn't look the same, don't accept it. Instead, go to God and ask Him for what you desire, which is perfect skin and healed body with no diastasis recti, no gap. God is able to do everything. With Him, nothing is impossible, and that's the reality. And the ones that will receive this reality and will apply this knowledge into their life will be the ones that will see great results and miraculous results. With God, everything is possible, and with God, there is no limit. And that is the truth. So even when you will do those different exercises, whenever you do them, always do everything with God. Trust that He is helping in the healing process. Know that He has already healed you, which is really what He says. He says that by the stripes of Jesus Christ, you were healed. Not what the world says, that this is something you will have to live with. You don't have to live with it. God has freed you from it. Through His Son, Jesus Christ, He has freed you from this. So now your new reality is the reality what God is saying. Not even what you see with your own eyes. Do not accept that. But listen and receive the words that God is speaking to you. And that is that you are healed. You have perfect skin. You are healthy. And everything is great for you. So talking about that, there are things that you can do. It's not just that you say sitting down on the couch, yes, I'm believing, I have faith that God has healed me. He will also give you wisdom as to what things you should do in order for that to be manifested in your life, those things to be manifested in your life. So it's good to be educated about that. It's good to have that knowledge, and God is able to give that knowledge individually. God is able to reveal to you the right way, the right knowledge, which will truly give you great results. And that's what we want in life. We all want a good life, a happy life, a successful life. And that's what God desires for us. So He will show what you should do. So now let's talk about food that we eat. It's good to understand food. It's good to understand what is good for the body and what the body needs. And if you have absolutely no idea what are the good things and you're truly starting this new, just take it to God. God's going to show you exactly what to do. It's the very basics. Everything that God has made, those things are good for you. All the vegetables, fruits, not processed. They're not coming packed in a tin, in a packet, with all the 100,000 ingredients in them. We want to stick with those natural things. We want to eat more of those things. Whatever that we put in our body is eventually going to show. Over the past few years of my life, there's so much that I have learned as well, and I have grown. I would say maybe 5 years before, I didn't know as much as I do now about food, and every day I feel like I'm learning more and more and more about, the healthy ways of living, the healthy things to eat, and healthy alternatives to choose. And I feel like especially when you have kids, you really think what you want to feed them, right? You always think to feed them good food. Honestly, I feel like nutrition should be one of the things that should be a part of the school curriculum, because this is life. We need to be educated about food, and we're eating 3 times, 4 times a day. This should definitely be, included in the school curriculum so we can understand food better. We can, learn what's good for us and what's not good for us, and what's just super junk that is literally deteriorating our body, that is damaging our body on the inside. Good to start being aware of that and to learn about nutrition. So for me, those are the things that I truly focus on. I focus on nutrition, making sure I was eating healthy, and that's how I lost all my postpartum body. One of the things was that. The other thing that I did was intermittent fasting. And intermittent fasting is honestly so good for you, because especially nowadays, like where food is so easily accessible to us, sometimes we could always be eating, we're always snacking on something, we're always eating something. And your body, it's good for your body to have that time where it goes in a fasting mode, so your system can really do the things that it needs to do, and it's not always trying to just digest your food and all the things that you're eating constantly. So it's good for us to have that moment of fast where the body can really work on healing different parts of your body. So I really love doing intermittent fasting, but at the same time, I'm not overly strict about it. I'll have a cup of coffee if I want to, or a cup of tea if I want to. But, everything that we do in life, we do it with God. With God, there are no restrictions. There is no one set way of doing things, and this rule applies to all. God is very personal God. He's able to show you individually what is best for you and what is something that is going to benefit you and really help you to get the best result. I encourage you all to really look to God, let Him direct your every step, and truly go to Him. Go to Him and ask Him the things that you want to see a change in. And know that with Him, nothing is impossible. He is able to give you what you desire. And don't accept the things the way the things are thrown at you, because we have truly been freed from that. We don't have to live by our 5 senses anymore. So God is truly giving us great wisdom at every moment, and He is guiding our every step, and He is showing us what to eat, what not to eat, what to work out, and this just the things of life, things that will benefit us from day to day. So I don't know if I covered everything, but this is what came to me right now. So I just wanted to do a quick sit down video and share all these things with you. But if you have any questions, just ask me in the comment section below, and I'll do another sit down video and I will answer all the questions that you have. Until next time.